Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today joining us at Golf Repairs for you with Master Fitter Sam Smith, and we're going to be looking at this Haywood driver that's new to the UK and European market. And you might be thinking, Haywood, who's Haywood? We were famous for saying that we think these will knock Takomo off their perch. Haywood is a brand that prices actually a little bit cheaper than Takomo.
Yeah.
With far more shaft options than Takomo, and being built by master fitters rather than being drop shipped. So
Yeah.
a lot of big pluses there, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Very good components. Like I said, more shaft options to Takomo. Irons were a little bit cheaper, but woods, we've seen that price point's a lot less. I think Takomo's 379 for a standard driver. This is 283 with conversion rate because we're based in Canada.
Yeah.
So I think price might fluctuate a little bit. But you're looking at basically 100 quid cheaper than a Takomo. And with, genuine real deal shaft options. So it's a really good price point.
So the stock shaft range is phenomenal. But
Yeah.
what we found surprising is if you want sort of like a premium exotic shaft, the upgrades are like ridiculous, aren't they?
They're really cheap, so you can actually get the shaft I fitted you for. So that's what we're going to do testing in a minute. So Ventus Relicore Red TR. It's only 148 upcharge, which most other brands they'd be like 200 to 220. So again, it only comes to 441 with a Ventus in. So that's still cheaper than an off-the-shelf driver with say other brands I stock.
I mean, correct
anyone.
me if I'm wrong, but you would pay about $350 for one of them shafts.
Yeah, I do 320 for a shaft on its own. So like I said, price point wise, at 148 is really cheap. It's cheaper than I could normally offer with other brands.
So effectively, you're almost getting the head for around about 150 quid, aren't you?
Yeah, like I said, very, very cheap. So yeah, but also we need to see if we can get the same performance. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Being a cheaper price point, but that's what we're going to do today.
So we're going to put this head-to-head against my TaylorMade Stealth 2, which you master fitted.
Yeah.
We're going to, build it the same, so
Yeah.
it's light for light, and let's see what this driver does. Is it the business? The irons, by the way, if you've not seen that video, go and check them out. We're talking full customised irons from, were it about 550?
Yeah, about 550.
Fantastic range for everyone, but will the driver compare? Because we've seen that, brands like Takomo, they've been great at making irons, but then the woods have not quite,
Yeah, until we did the video, I didn't know we did woods, to be honest. I thought we just did irons. So yeah, there's obviously not as much kind of traction with the wood. So yeah, we'll see if it's, going to hold up.
I think with them price points or upcharge shafts, they could be onto something.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's really good value.
Right, let's get going. So we are going to have a look at these head-to-head once Sam's finished building. What are you actually doing at the minute?
I'm checking the swing weight because we know yours is D7 swing weight.
Yeah.
So people don't know what swing weight is. It's like the balance point of the club. So that can affect like the feel of the club, like the feel of the head, and just your general release. So for you, because you want to feel like you can hold off a bit more, that's why we went heavier originally. We've got fingers. Yeah, it's got mid-size grip on. We've got fingers as well. We do weight kits as well. So even though it's like that price point, it is adjustable as well. So I'm just going to change the weight of them. Just to...
So we are trying it with the Relicore shaft, which would cost...
I said 148 upcharge, so the whole club like that, minus say normal grip, 441. It's really, really cheap. So I mean, if that shaft was saying PXG Black Ops standard head, you're looking, I would charge someone 770.
I mean, we'll not say what Dan's just said off camera, but he basically said, how can it perform?
Yeah.
How can it? But let's see. I'd agree with what he's saying, because...
There's got to be a drop off somewhere just because the price point's cheaper. But again, if someone's saving over £300 and you may be only a few yards shorter, then a lot of people will be happy with that. So the 15,
what if it does perform? What does that mean for other brands?
Yeah, I'd be worried.
What does it mean for you? At rest at clubs you're trying to sell.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of time it is the brand in general. A lot of people, prefer, some golfers are snobs, aren't they? Really, where a lot of times they just want a brand that they know. Even if
up to that.
So even if it does perform, people are like, well, I've not even heard of Haywood.
Yeah.
I mean, psychologically, you might think, oh, it's not very good, even though it is, if it is good. So there's all factors.
But having said that, with brands like Takomo now, I think people are becoming more open-minded, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
They are seeing that there's, the performance is there. Even some tour players are using it. or really elite players are using it. So I think that reassures them that
Yeah.
the product actually does work.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, let's have a look. So you hit some with your own gamer.
Let's just have a little look side by side. Can you see that, Dan?
Yep.
Obviously mine's looking a little bit tired now, it's a few years old. But from the top, I mean, it's really nice looking, isn't it?
I'd say it looks nicer.
You said it looked like Cobra, didn't you?
Yeah, it reminds me a bit.
And I would agree with that, it does.
No, it does look appealing. So yeah, you hit some with your gamer.
Yeah, I'll
Get some
familiarise
numbers.
myself with this one. That looks insane behind ball.
Very
That
appealing.
really does appeal.
You'd normally
looks
expect with
wise.
like a lower end driver to be, you know, not as nice at address, but it does look really good. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's better fly. That was better.
Straight, even though I'm probably not, connecting with it perfectly.
Yeah, it's gone straight.
It's a weird one, really, because I don't really know what to say. I mean, it feels nice, it looks nice. Performance-wise,
Sounds alright.
it's
Yeah,
alright.
it sounds
It
nice.
sounds nice. There's nothing like screaming out where I could say, oh, it feels crap or it sounds crap. It's just...
Decent. Well, the main factor is going to be just sheer ball speed because, you know, it's the price point is great. We do great shaft options.
Yeah.
But if you can get it where the ball speed is very similar to high-end brands,
Yeah.
then it's going to be a really good contender for anyone really. Yeah, sure.
What you seen then, Sam?
So yeah, numbers are good. You can see obviously got the dispersion a little bit tighter. See launch and spin. Well, the spin's very similar, but launch jumps up a lot. I think that's down to strike location. I'm being honest, I don't think you swung it amazing. So because of that, you've hit a couple slightly high in the head. So gear effect of the head, generally ball speed drops, launch goes up. So you've ended up getting basically identical carry in total, but doing it in a bit of a different way.
Yeah.
But again, like I said before, I think we need to be looking at your driver again anyway, because I think your swing's changed quite a bit. So I think your shaft's just coming in at a bit of a different kick now, a bit of a different angle to before. And again, we've obviously just compared to the same shaft as yours. So again, if we had a proper fitting and we tried different shaft options, I'd imagine we can get the strike location a bit lower and get more out of it and we have ball speed. But at the end of the day, you got to think, is it worth the price point? And I think it is. I think it's a good drive. I think it looks good. It sounds good. But again, you got to hit it well. You got to put a good swing on it to get the data. Again, you look at club data. This will tell you you've not hit it 100%.
Yeah.
So you can see actually swung it a tiny bit quicker, but that efficiency dropped. And that's just because you've not hit it 100% off the face. Yeah, you can argue maybe technology's slightly less, but I don't think it would drop that much realistically. I think if you just had a slightly lower on the head, that ball speed would go up a few miles an hour, and all of a sudden it's pretty similar. But you can see in angle attack now, you're 3.1 up. You're like 2 degrees down when I fitted you. So your swings changed quite a lot in that 18 months. So that's why I think we need to definitely reevaluate driver and just try and get a bit more dialed in.
But in terms of the Haywood driver then, as a fitter and numbers that you've seen, would there be a potential to optimise that more for me?
Yeah, I think we'd have to look at different shaft options. Again, we've already put in the heavier weight to the back to get the swing weight kind of where it needs to be. So yeah, it'd be a case of looking at the different shaft options to see if we can get that strike location dropping a bit. Like I said, different kick point where when it lows, it's going to change that strike location and go a bit lower on the head. then all of a sudden you would see that jump in ball speed.
Yeah.
You know, I think you've had a couple where you got quicker, just where the strike changed slightly, but then all of a sudden some drop a bit more and the launch and spin changes a bit more.
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, that's more down to yourself and so much of the product.
So I think what I'd say on that one is, Sam, if I was coming for a master fit on a driver, I would definitely have it in there as something to test. Would you say that's fair?
Oh yeah, I mean, because like shaft wise, you know, for an example, they do the exact same shaft option that PXG offer. You know, it's not a watered down version or anything, but you're looking, and which is an upcharge, you're looking at 283 compared to 550, which is
Yeah.
a huge difference in price point. And you know, if someone went into that shaft option and there was hardly any difference or was the same, it's a no-brainer to go for the cheaper option.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when it's 50 quid, it's, you know, more down to preference. But when you're looking like, what, 270 quid cheaper, it's like basically half price. So it's a huge difference in price point.
And in terms of like, you know, weight and stuff like that, would you say it's more like a core version? Because they don't do like an LS and a Max, do
No,
they?
they just do one head. But the good thing is it's still adjustable. You know, you can still change your weight. So say someone, I think the stock weight was 15 it was in it.
Yeah.
Then they go like 5, 10, 15, 20. So say someone needs to change a swing weight or change the spin characteristics, we can still dial it in a little bit. Obviously, there's not as much adjustability as other brands, but again, that's what you pay for, really. It just keeps it a bit more simple.
Well, I think it's you know, a great addition to the market. You know, a product you can have master fitted on a budget,
Yeah.
and certainly one not to overlook.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, any company that offers a Ventus, Velocore, and the price point still cheaper than an off-the-shelf, you know, high-end driver, it's definitely not something to, you know, not try.
Yeah.
You know, you definitely got to give it a go, 100%.
And just before we end the video as well, let's just show you the heads, because they actually do a fairway, don't they, and a hybrid.
Yes.
Do you know the price point of these?
I'll grab it for them now.
So fairway wood, it looks like a nice sort of family, doesn't it?
Yeah, same obviously shape. They start from 165, and then I think it was 148 on the hybrid.
And a few different shafts is in
Yeah,
there.
again, you know, that'll be same shaft options as the driver. Hybrid again with still plenty of shaft options.
So they've gone sort of carbon crown on the fairways, same as a driver.
And kept a normal hybrid, which is quite common. A lot of, like, you know, say TaylorMade, for example, they don't do carbon in hybrids, I don't think.
I do like the stealth look. I think
Yeah,
it's,
it's really nice finish. Again, hybrid's quite oversized, so it's going to be appealing. So yeah, we'll do that video later today and try, you know, some combinations and that as well. But obviously we've got the 2-iron we need to.
We did say, we promised this, didn't we? We're going to have a longest drive with a 2-iron.
Yeah, see
We
what we
did
think
promise
to
it
that.
in last video. Oh no, I've not hit that well.
Went straight though.
I tried to hit it too hard.
And you went for it.
But, you know, even so, 212, straight out middle. It's in play.
Oh.
I'd be sort of
Yeah, just
not happy with strike, but it's away. And that's the forgiveness that you want, isn't it, in these driving irons?
yeah, definitely.
Oh, that was flush.
Tiny bit toey, but I think I've done it.
Ooh.
Not
Yeah.
actually- yeah.
Two,
A
four.
little bit toey. But I've done a bit of testing with this, and
Come on.
I ain't even swung a club yet.
he was giving it all the big enough camera, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's been getting it big one on camera. And now he's going, oh, I ain't hit a ball, and you know, all this and that.
Gazzers.
Go.
So that was the Haywood Driver.
Yeah.
A new addition to the market on the UK and Europe. And I think where it differs from sort of Takomo and these direct consumer brands is that you can try it.
Yeah, that's
and,
the main
and
thing.
there's better options. It's actually cheaper.
Yeah.
And you know, we did say this could knock Takomo off the perch.
Yeah, you know, it's good to have a full range where the price point's cheaper and everything, and we're still offering the same quality as shaft options. And like I said, it is a good driver. I think in the right hand, it's going to be very comparable to, you know, other brands I stock. So yeah, I'm keen to see people, you know, hitting it in the bay.
Absolutely. Guys, hope you're enjoying these videos. Obviously, If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Go and check Sam out at Golf Repairs for You. Even if you're not local, I assure you he's worth doing an overnight stay for, to spend a day with him, and obviously, you know, get a bag MOT or, you know, try new products.
Yeah.
You know, we trust him, don't we, Dan?
Sure do.
He's our fitter, and yeah, looking forward to, you know, coming back down. Obviously, we're going to be doing a few more videos, I think, with Haywood products after that, especially after that iron sort of, you know, we did a comparison, didn't we, on irons compared to mine.
Yeah.
I'm really keen to get a bit more.
Politicians buying souls for run song puppets.
Sorry to take you away from the main video, guys, but we've got a golf day to announce.
We have.
Golf Repairs for You at Shirland Golf Club, and you're invited.
Yeah, so the 19th of June 2025, Shirland Golf Club. It'll be £50 entry fee. There'll be lots of surprises, individual Stableford, more details to follow. But yeah, probably like over £1,000 worth of prizes. We've got support from Strickson and Wilson. So it's going to be, a really good day.
Cracking. I'm going to be there as well. I'm sure Dan will, and, you know, a few of the guests from the channel. But we'll put a link in the description below for anybody that's thinking of, you know, coming and joining us.
Yeah, but first come, first serve. So yeah, just don't hesitate to enter.
Love to see you there.